What's happening, guys? It's your boy, Traffic Cone, move the fuck over. Today, I'm going to be discussing a few opinions that I have. I'll be showing a bunch of different clips in the background as well. Mainly just some things I'm concerned with. So, we'll talk about them, and I'll check back in later. So, roughly 3 weeks ago, I put up a video. It's titled the LMS Bot Discussion. And in this video, I talk about the last man standing bots. Now here I compiled maybe 40 minutes of footage and compressed it down into 10 or so minutes. This first fight right here, that's a bot. Now, personally, I didn't notice any of the crazy bots that jut all over the place. I didn't notice any of those in any of these fights, really, any of these games I played. However, I noticed the ones that you have to flick your weapon on are very much so still alive. Despite the fact that they're still alive, they're somewhat manageable. You can at least kill them. Unfortunately, since they're so sporadic with what they attack with, it's sometimes tough to counter them with the overheads. Now, some of them are easy. As you can see here, I got this one out. So that's 2 bots and 2 clips. I also show every single fight that I had in the time that I was playing LMS, even if I cut it short. So, the balance of last man standing bots versus players. Well, so far this is the 3rd fight, and this is the 3rd bot, in that order. If I were to compare these bots right here to these sporadic ones that I saw 3 weeks ago, I would call these an A tier, and I would call those an S tier. Biggest reason for that is because these, again, they're manageable. They're not running everywhere. That's the only difference between the two. The other bots, they would do all the same stuff as this one is doing right here. However, it would also be running all over the place. Which, by the way, this is the 4th bot that I faced. Out of 4 fights so far. And he killed me. This one, I don't really know. On further review, this is a real player. So it took me 5 fights to find a real player. Now, the worst of the worst with the bots, they seem to be out of here. For the most part, the ones that are remaining are manageable. However, it's just inconvenient and it's not fun. Like I said in the last one, it's just not fun to come to a PvP event, essentially, and fight a bot. Now this one's also a real player. They spoke and they were an Iron Man. So that is 2 players, 4 bots. Now the bots that are still here are very clear, because most of them are level 3 to maybe 30 something. They don't really do too much other than last man standing. What's being done about it? I don't know if they came in and banned a bunch of bots. This one right here makes 5 bots and 2 players. However, I don't think they've really done anything. I think the bot farm's just kind of chilled out. Now, I don't know if you guys have seen it, but Sir Pugger, I believe it's Sir Pugger, just put out a video not too long ago exposing what's actually going on here. And if you haven't seen it, I'm going to give it a very quick run through. Essentially, when the bots are advertising Discord servers outside of the game, what they're really doing is they're selling you kills at last man standing. And what that means is the bot farm owner just puts in a command, or however the bot farm works, however that goes. And then they blacklist you, or whatever, for however many kills you buy. So if you buy 5 kills, he will turn off all of his bots for you for 5 kills. Meaning, instead of being crazy and switching their prayers and all that, they're going to be just chill. They're going to actually let you kill them. In the matter of, is he charging real life money or RS gold? Personally, I'm not 100% sure. I know he's charging gold. I don't know if he's charging real money, and it's none of my business. I'm just a guy. But if you haven't seen his video, I highly recommend checking it out. I'll drop a link to it in the description too, make it easier for you. He's got more details than I'm able to convey to you in my high state of mind right now. Regardless though, last man standing for me, it just needs to be bot free. Yet again, I'm saying the same thing. Because essentially the bots, they do their thing, they're making money and they're selling it. However, whether it's just some guy who knows how to program, or if it's a whole office building full of Venezuelans trying to feed their family, I don't know, and I don't really give a shit. I personally hope for the best for Last Man Standing, and I'm not sure how optimistic I am that the bots are going to get cleared out. Whatever kind of restraints they could put in, it doesn't really matter. The bots are essentially going to stay no matter what. Now here's an interesting clip though. I get this nightmare staff out of the chest and then I won. Somehow. All the bots in the game must have died to the fog or something. They were hiding out or something. But anyway, luckily I have to say that I'm very proud of the community. There's a lot of people that are actually really good at PKing. And I noticed that in the last couple clips, they were people. At the tally, as of right now, this clip right here, this makes 6 bots and 4 players. So that shows me that the real players are typically the ones making it towards the end of the game. Because I have noticed a lot of the bots are just hiding out in the fog. They get 1 or 2 kills, and then they just park it somewhere and wait for the fog to come and kill them. And I would assume that just makes it quicker for them to get up out of there so they can get more points, as opposed to just running around finding the square and attempting to go for a fight that lasts maybe 5 minutes just to die. You never know. Here comes player number 5 right here, and he's doing to me what I do to the bots, so I'm assuming he's assuming I'm a bot. He does end up killing me, so good for him. Now, realistically, I would say maybe half of each Last Man Standing game is a bot. You notice the mage standing to my left just turning around. He's trying to attack somebody. That's clearly a bot. Is this still an issue? I think so. Mainly because it's sucking the fun out of it. You can't really tell if you're a good PKer if you're only killing bots. And you're only fighting one player here and there. The sample size wasn't too big just for the video for me to be able to get a accurate percentage, or ratio rather, of bots to players. But the final total after the end of the video is going to be 7 bots and 6 players. That's not good. Even if it were to be evenly split down the middle, which is what I think it is, 7 to 6 is not good. If anything, it's worse. But mainly because, again, it's sucking the fun out of it. And I'm thinking about the Iron people. The Iron people need this shop. They're making money and they're getting supplies, but not the same way I am, you know, so for them it's different. But personally, I just really like to PK, and when you're fighting a bot, it's just not as fun. Now this might sound a little weird, but personally, I'd rather get walked like a freaking dog by a real player than a bot, any day of the week. Because obviously, when it comes to man versus machine, the machine is gonna win. There's a lesson to be learned here from this. Just be careful of AI, I guess, if you really want to twist it that way. Regardless, I'm off to my cave for the outro. See you there. This concludes my thoughts, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for tuning in. As for the channel, I have a lot of big things in the process of being worked on. I have a really big project in the works, and that's really all I'm going to say about it, because I don't want to spoil anything, but hopefully it'll pique the interest of most of the viewers here. As for the progression series, honestly guys, it's about to slow down. I'm getting to the point where I'm about to spend a bunch of hours just AFKing, so it'll be, for me, several days in between getting the screenshots / clips for each of these, versus where it's just a few seconds on the video end. But the progress on Inyatushi is immaculate nevertheless. It is coming together fairly well. In terms of PKing / bot killing, that's always on the menu. I always have that stockpiled. There's a part of me that's concerned with uploading too much of it, so I try to stay in my lane, if you will. But regardless guys, this big project I'm working on, oh man, it might take a little while for it to be done, so don't expect it until maybe mid to late spring, maybe sometime in the summer. I would love to get it out by the beginning of spring. But alas, ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of the video. I appreciate talking is hard. I appreciate your time. I appreciate your patience. And most importantly, I appreciate you. You are awesome. I have been your host with the most, Traffic Cone Move the Fuck Over, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Be easy, be healthy, and peace.